At the oil and gas field, Kamatsu excavators place massive pipes with surgeon-like accuracy. Each piece is lined up so neatly, you'd think these machines have OCD. It's a harsh environment, but these big rigs move pipes around like they're stacking jumbo marshmallows. It's downright satisfying, kind of like perfectly organizing your closet, but on an epic, muddy scale. Finally, we pay homage to the Bauxier 50B steam excavator, a monument to the early days of mining. Powered by steam, this classic beauty digs into the earth with a thunderous hiss, proving that old-school machinery still has a place in our high-tech world. It's basically the grandpa of modern excavators, showing off proudly. I was moving mountains before you were even invented. Next up, a business center in Germany is reduced to rubble using a modest 250 kilograms of explosives because sometimes a sledgehammer just isn't enough to retire your old office. Imagine handing in your resignation and then hitting the detonate button on your way out. Now for something strangely beautiful. A massive swarm of dragonflies descends upon a beach in Rhode Island. It's like nature decided to throw a dragonfly parade. Beachgoers got an unforgettable day. Unless they're terrified of insects, then it's therapy time. Enter the key bag, a dismantling marvel. This brute snaps up rails like toothpicks, quick, accurate, and undeniably entertaining. If you think your toolbox at home is impressive, wait until you see this mechanical wizard at work. This 50-meter-high highway bridge is demolished to make way for a sleeker, more modern structure. Out with the old and in with the new. The rubble might look chaotic, but the plan is to upgrade your commuting nightmare into something slightly less nightmarish. First up, we have this unbelievable footage of a tornado ripping through Harry Street in Wichita, Kansas. I mean, this thing is spinning faster than a hamster on a caffeinated wheel. It leaves a trail of destruction behind. Thankfully, everyone got away from it in time. Oh no, look at that enormous John Deere, carefully lifting the LRB 4000 to its final resting place. After countless days on the job, it's time for retirement. The engine purrs as it hoists the old equipment onto the transport truck. The operator, cool as a cucumber, steers this mechanical giant with absolute precision. Though one slip of the joystick could send everyone running for cover. At over 532,000 pounds, there's no room for wiggling about. Seriously, who knew driving something this size would be more stressful than parallel parking on a crowded street? Say hello to the AFE Tower in Frankfurt, Germany, originally built in 1972 and famously known as the tallest building in Europe ever to face demolition. Watching this giant crumble is oddly mesmerizing. It's like Jenga on a massive scale, except there's no winner at the end. Then we have heavy rains in Pakistan, turning the landscape into a giant water feature. If you think your bathtub overflows are bad, wait till you see water plunging into the earth like it's auditioning for an extreme water park stunt show. Spoiler alert, it's as mesmerizing as it is destructive. Enter the PC-8000, an absolute colossus with a 16-cylinder engine, 4,500 horsepower, and enough heft to tackle 1.54 million pounds of raw materials. You'd think it might sprout arms and do the Macarena at any moment. But alas, it sticks to heavy lifting. Watching it in action is like seeing a T-Rex gently pick daisies, wildly impressive and slightly terrifying. Here we have a 6,000-ton highway overpass that is demolished using just 82 kilograms of explosives. Who knew a little boom could bring down such a heavyweight champion? It's basically the David and Goliath of demolition stories. Now feast your eyes on this. A home in India meets its match with raging floodwaters. Imagine sitting in your living room, sipping tea, and suddenly your house decides to relocate downstream. Not the kind of remodeling anyone wants. Speaking of tough spots, the FH540 truck is weighed down by tens of tons of cargo, grinding through a mire that clings to its wheels like it's auditioning for a monster truck rally. With a heroic grunt from the engine, it eventually pushes forward, proving that determination and horsepower can conquer even the stickiest situation. Next, we head to Afghanistan, where a powerful flash flood decided to show up uninvited. Check out those raging waters as they sweep through a village, causing widespread damage. Talk about a water park nobody asked for. One poor guy gets swept away but manages a dramatic escape worthy of an action movie. Meanwhile, the deer, no, not Bambi, annihilates an old silo with thunderous might. The 6-cylinder engine roars, and in the blink of an eye, boom! The silo comes crashing down in a swirling cloud of dust. Spectators stand there, jaws on the floor, realizing that while humans invented the wheel, we also invented monster machines to knock down our beloved farm buildings. Meanwhile, a cat tractor gets trapped in a swamp thicker than grandma's gravy. But reinforcements arrive in no time. With a mighty roar, the tractor emerges victorious, reminding us all that there's no mud hole too deep when you have enough horsepower and a can-do attitude. A 70-meter wind turbine gets taken down by a controlled blast at its base. Talk about a gust of destruction. The turbine waves goodbye as it topples, probably thinking, "I was built to catch the wind, not to become dust in the wind." Now watch the oil winch truck loading 400 barrels with surprising finesse. The scene is an ode to industrial ballet. The powerful winch system reels barrels onto the deck in a rhythmic dance that's oddly captivating. Who knew an oilfield choreograph could be so mesmerizing? Move over, Broadway. In Taiwan, a group of badminton enthusiasts found out the Earth can smash the shuttlecock better than any pro player. A sudden earthquake shook the hall, bringing the ceiling down. Truly a smash nobody wanted. In a moment of pure comedy, the NK4G excavator finds itself stuck, nose first in soft ground. Picture an elephant doing a handstand. It's equally majestic and ridiculous. Everyone can't help but laugh at this metallic beast flailing about while it tries to regain its footing. Don't worry, buddy. We've all been there. Just maybe not at 20 tons. Meanwhile, somewhere in the midst of a roaring tornado, a trailer goes full-on bumper car with a storm chaser's vehicle. Let's just say, if you ever dream of being a storm chaser, maybe invest in some extra insurance. Or a tank. Behold the E550 PC 5500, a true titan among earth movers. Its massive engine unleashes enough power to handle the toughest tasks without breaking a sweat or a bolt. If you've never witnessed one in action, it's like seeing a giant mechanical rhino gracefully perform ballet. If that rhino had biceps the size of skyscrapers.